Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with building an asteroid station, and let's just jump right into the time lapse. All right, so today is part 1 of our moving day. So it's pretty much starting the move. And of course, the first thing you notice is that we fixed the force field right over here. The only issue is right over there where it's buildable, only because the refinery is there. It won't be there in the future once we finish with our move. But we did finish this kind of off camera. And as I mentioned before, we're going to do it with the slope blocks on the side so it doesn't look like it's buildable. I could have done it with the blast doors, but it was sufficient enough to do it with the slope blocks. And you don't notice it until you get into it. So right as you go in, you see the slope blocks over there in the buildable piece right here. So there's a bit of like airway over here in a sense. But again, you don't notice it anyways, because once you go in it, I mean, you'll see it a little bit, but it's only for a second anyway. So no big deal over there. So we utilized on both sides here as well. And then the left and rights too, right there. So that's all situated over there. So again, makeshift force fields, doesn't really make it airtight or anything like that. So it is what it is. And then of course we worked on the room. So second room here, it's not completely done, but I just started it a bit. And unfortunately it took a very long time to do for some reason. I thought it would be a lot quicker. But this whole entire thing, or time-lapse session was basically 2 hours plus, roughly. It was more about digging the hole, as you see here. And I think I made it a little bit too big, which is fine, because then it could house almost everything we need here. Not a big deal whatsoever. So it is quite a large room. I don't even know what the count is. I should probably do that. So across we have, let's do it from here. We'll just color it this way to do the count. Makes it easier. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this should be the same thing. Oop. Now just coloring everything the same color for whatever reasons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So it is 13. 13 wide, which is great. So it's an odd number. It's always good to work on odd numbers. That everything becomes more centralized in the middle. And then top down, I'm not even sure how much that is, but let's see. So 11. Perfect. So that's also an odd number. So this builds out pretty well. But here's the plan so far. So all the cargo containers that we have outside is going to be all linked into these cargo containers. These large cargo containers. And I decided to use this version of it, industrial one, because it just looks better when you place panels like this on top of it. And I was thinking of using catwalks. I was trying to look for something flush that has a hole where I can still access the ports on the ground. So I'm thinking of just doing catwalks with like a minor weld to it. So it's not completely welded together in a sense. So just making sure to do, I think it's just construction components, and that's more than enough to get that look to it. The bars. I just wanted something flat, and that way we could walk on top of it and everything like that. And that seemed to be the best idea so far. If you have a better idea, let me know down in the comments below, of course. But yeah, we have a good chunk of large cargo containers here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 layers of them, and there is one underneath too. So that's 6 times 3, so that is 18 large cargo containers, which more or less would be I think good enough. All right, so the next step is the refineries and the assemblers and things like that. I don't know if I want to combine it all in one room. I kind of do want to do that, or should just be all storage, because then I could put some on top. Would that be ridiculous? Maybe. But there is some room to put a refinery here. So we could do either the regular refinery or the industrial refinery. Either one kind of works okay up here. But we need 3 spaces across for the mods and everything like that. And we got to figure out the ports on them too. So I wouldn't mind putting it against the wall like this at all. And then have the mod sticking out, or we could just kind of lay it down this way and show the mod side instead of the refining side or the refinery side. So I gotta figure that out. But we could put basically same thing, 6 on both sides, so we have 12 total refineries if we need to. Is it practical to go that route? I'm not too sure, but it would generally be, oop, color that mistake. It would generally be kind of like this as an idea. I'm just gonna put a few blocks down for now, and we could put stuff underneath it, so we could figure that out too. But for now, it is, let's just say, if we want the refinery pointing this way. Oh wait, it's a 2 wide this way. So, unless we do it this way, that becomes 3. You know what? We could lay it back this way. How big is this one? Same thing. I could use this one and do the catwalk and everything, but I kind of don't care to do the catwalking piece. But we could do it this way and line them up with the mods, kind of back to back and everything like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, but it would be an interesting idea to go with this look here, like this. Well, they'll just lean back to back against each other, basically. Like this. So then you have the mods here, you have the mods here. You have the conveyors here, so right there to link up to that. So that kind of works out. And then we still have some space up top, so we could put the assemblers up top, but the assemblers would need a little bit more space for the mods. So nope, we should be fine. So we could put assembler, refineries, and cargo containers all in one place, and it should work out pretty decent. If we could store other things down here, even better. I don't know what yet, but we'll figure that out. But this whole thing, it would be pretty nice to add everything. But there's a bit of light coming out from this end. I don't know what that is, except for it could be the lights from here. I think it is. We're pretty close to drilling out here. I kind of want to keep the asteroid in the windows here just to have a nice look to it. So yeah, I think that's coming from there. I'm not sure even how far we are or how close we are to it, but it's got a little bit of lighting in here. As you see, we're in complete darkness here. I want to get closer. It's a little bright on this side. But yeah, we need to put lights and everything down here as well. But yeah, this is probably going to be storage, refining, and assembling in terms of all the storage pieces that we need. There's no real reason to put different rooms for them. So we could store all this in there. And then we could design the outside, I think. Yeah, that would work okay. The control room can have all this here. So do we need more rooms? Probably not. I mean, I might drill them out just in case, so we can have somewhat of a look to it. But I know that once I decide to kind of drill out the whole entire asteroid on the outside and go inwards, we might run into the front of it, where I kind of want to preserve. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. I want to keep all this here inside. But if I drill through the asteroid on the sides, yeah, it can be an issue because I might expose this. Which, if I did do that, it wouldn't be terrible. I think what I would do is flip this over on the other side as well as a wall. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, yeah, if I just drilled out the whole entire thing, it just might be more practical than drilling out walls, because then there'll be just empty space and I could just put rooms that way. I guess maybe we'll go that route. I don't know. I really like to see the window with the asteroid and everything like that, but it could go. It could. It's not 100% necessary, so I guess we could do something like that. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, we did add a conveyor junction down here connected to the other room, or the other piping of the room. I need to start piping it that way eventually, but haven't created that hole yet. But everything is piped into the conveyor junctions under there, where it's touching the large cargo containers. So this is the room that we're going to continue to work on, and I hope I have enough mats for everything. I did queue up a whole bunch of steel plates at one point in time, and looks like we are finished queuing them up. So I'm not sure how much steel plates we have now. 17k plus, which is not terrible, but it's not enough at the same time. So that gets interesting. Survival kit is not producing any more ores for some reason, so I'm just gonna queue that up really quickly for the stone. And of course we also need to gather a ton more platinum, gold, and silver as well, so we can get things going, especially a medical room, which I've been trying to put down, but we're missing medical components, which I think it is because we I hope I didn't disengage something, but anyways, we are missing, I think, silver for the middle component. Yeah, silver. So we burned all our silver, unfortunately, with, I think, reactor components. So we gotta get that situated. And yeah, once we move all this into that room, we're probably going to build a monstrosity of a cargo ship. So then I can start gathering more of that material. I mean, I can just gather a little bit of silver now, wherever it is, and come back. So we can at least make the medical room. So it's quicker to recharge and heal whenever I damage myself a little too much. So there's always that. So silver looks like 24 kilometers is the closest one. Yikes. But of course we could always bring this thing here to get the silver. So that's not a terrible thing. Let's see. Platinum, we have very little as well, I believe. We still got, yeah, not much at all. So we need silver and platinum. So that's the biggest problem we're gonna have. I know we have one that had both. I don't know, or maybe it was gold and platinum, but silver is, yeah, right over there, and platinum is 30 away. So quite far away. A jump drive would be nice, I think, right? So we can jump, grab, jump back. We also need uranium, because I think our reactors ate up all their uranium. Yep, we are out of everything. That's not good whatsoever. Reactors here, yeah, they're yellow. But we do have a lot of power, as you see here. 2 bars each one. So we're still kind of okay in terms of power. But yeah, I think we're just going to have to gather some silver, some platinum, some gold again. Just to get things sped up a little bit. And then we should be making a big old ship to gather our resources a little bit better. And that's probably going to be our first large grid ship in terms of building something for the shipyard, as we're almost done finishing up the Asteroid station. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe. Drop a comment down below, even to just say hi, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.